With your RC transmitter you can do magic. Adjusting just few parameters can make you faster, or even you can correct some mistakes that you made on your setup. In my previous video I explained you, let's say in the best possible way, how to set up properly an RC rally car. In today's video I'm going to focus on the transmitter, and I'm going to tell you how to, let's say, use this tool in the best possible way during an RC rally race. Hello everyone and welcome back on my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to switch my focus on the transmitter, because there are few things that are very important in RC rally and most of the time are ignored. In RC rally, in order to be fast, you need to be smooth. Smooth in the corners, smooth in the braking, smooth exiting a corner, giving power. Of course, being smooth doesn't mean that you need to be slow. You have to be also aggressive, but all this power needs to be always under control. The mistake that I see from my friends that are approaching for the first time RC rally is that they use their car at max power. And that's something that you can, let's say, regulate through the punch of the ESC or through the transmitter. Now I'm going to tell you how I use the transmitter during a RC rally event in order to do few adjustments through the race that allow me to be fast. During a RC rally race, let's say if you make a mess with the setup, with the program card or on your ESC, there's no time sometimes to make adjustment, or maybe you are in between the stages where the park ferm is active, which means that you cannot touch your RC rally car. So on the transmitter you can still adjust few parameters that are very important. Just to give you another example, you can start an RC rally in the morning under the sun, suddenly it starts to rain, the grip changes, there's less grip, the car slides, you can't touch the car, you can't, let's say, lower the punch and so on. So in an easy way, with your transmitter, you can adjust the power of your RC rally car and, let's say, make it more drivable. Now I'm going to tell you a few things that maybe for most of you are obvious, but for a beginner are not. First of all, let's talk about the throttle. In my RC rally car, I use a 13.5T motor, and I never use it at full power. What I mean that the APA on my RC transmitter is never at 100%. Depending on the rally race, if we have a lot of corners, if we have high grip, low grip, and so on, I always adjust this parameter. Right now, from my last RC rally race, which was off-road, I have a APA 8, so endpoint adjustment for throttle at 81%. Meanwhile, braking at 85. Keep in mind that, let's say, on high grip condition, I can use 90-92%. Then, on low grip conditions or on extremely tight rally race, I can go down even to 70%. So keep in mind this information and try to experiment it by yourself. About the braking, I never use 100%. The goal is to brake without blocking the wheels under braking. If you lock your wheels while braking, you lose the steering. So what I do during a RC rally race, between each stage, if we have different surfaces, or let's say in the morning before the first stage, I just accelerate, I brake suddenly, let's say at 85%, and I observe if the wheels are locking. If the wheels are locking, it means that the braking power is too hard, and what I do, I lower these parameters by few percentage, like from 85 to 82, 81, 80, or if the grip is extremely high, I even put it higher, 90-95%, it depends by the amount of grip. In this way, I can regulate the power of braking, preventing the wheels to lock. Before a race, always remember to calibrate the throttle and the braking. Before a race, during a race, in between these stages, because as I said at the beginning of this video, with this tool you can really change a lot on your RC rally car in few seconds. Another thing about the throttle, in order to, let's say, make it smooth, I used to regulate this parameter in DNR rate age. I always keep it at 95%. Not lower, not higher. This is, let's say, a good starting point for me, and it helps you to have a smoother acceleration and, let's say, a smoother control on the throttle. But remember, do not exaggerate, because an RC model that is easy to drive, most of the time it's also slow. So use these parameters without exaggerating, without having a car that is extremely easy to drive, because probably it's just slow. Now let's move on and let's focus on the steering. With our RC transmitter we can really take care of the, let's say, steering system, and we have a parameter, the ARC, adjustable rate control, that will allow us to work on the sensibility and the point of sensibility of the steering system. But before of that, just guys, a reminder to please leave a like, subscribe in order to support my channel, and if you have any question, just leave a comment. Before showing you how this parameter affects the steering, take a look. Take a look to the wheels and to the amount of input that I'm giving to the steering. If you see, right now the wheels are barely moving. Now I've modified a few things in this parameter, and as you can see, let's say the full steering is applied by the servo when I reach, let's say, the 80% of the full steering. In the arc setting you can adjust two values. We have the rate, which is the amount of sensibility, and the point, which is the point in which that amount of sensibility that you have set is applied. Most of the time I use a rate of -35% and a point of 30%. It means that till the 30% of steering that I apply, I don't have the full sensibility. At 30% I reach the -35% of sensibility, and then it's going higher, reaching 100%. While I'm driving in RC rally, you know, we walk, we run, and so on, the steering is not that sensible, and these kind of movements are not transmitted to the servo, which means that it's going to be easier to control your RC rally car. You're going to be smoother, and in case you make, let's say, sudden movements with your finger on your steering of the transmitter, these movements are not going, as I said, transferred to your RC car, making you more precise, faster, and your RC car will become easier to drive. As usual, do not overdo with this parameter. Try to find your balance and do a lot of testing in order to, as I said, find the right parameters for yourself. So guys, to do a recap, let's say never use 100% of power on your transmitter. Remember always to regulate the endpoint adjustment also of the braking in order to don't lock your wheels while braking entering a corner, and try to make the steering smooth using the arc. I think that's all. Again, a reminder to leave a like. If you think that this video can help out your friends or the RC rally community, please feel free to share it around. And for today's video, I think that's all, and see you soon for the next one. Ciao!